Yo, what's happening? We are live and direct. My first ever little tutorial type thing, and it's a good one. I've got a bonkers vocal here from a track called Gas with Dotty, and there's a few cool effects and things, kind of tips and tricks that I'm going to show you. So let me just get straight into it. Here's the track. Let me just play the first half of the verse.
Gas in the tank, mash with the shank, cash in the bank. Actually wait, put that in the safe, put that in my hand. Way too gas for the Zans, put a stack on your man. Couple bags of the sand, I guarantee one of you catching a tan. See, I'm deeper with it cause I mean the lyrics, 6 feet deep if you wanna be specific.
Alright, cool. So let's start with the main vocal on the bridge section.
Gas in the tank.
So first up we got the soft tube SSL 400 console 1 plugin. It's based on the SSL desk. I haven't got an SSL desk. I ain't got the space or the money, quite frankly, so the plugin will have to do. Just doing some basic EQ and a little bit of
gas in the tank, mash with the shank, cash in the bank.
Nothing too wild on that, nothing too wild. Then the Pro Q2, which is doing more reductive stuff, especially around here. Let me show you this kind of 400 hertz frequency.
Gas in the tank.
All right, so it's quite like a groany vocal, isn't it? So we're using the Pro Q2 to cut out some of that jarriness and get it sounding smooth and shiny. You get me? We've got a C6 multi-band compressor, and we're doing the same thing. We're just doing some reductive stuff, but instead of completely EQing it out, it's just compressing it, especially when, you know, the louder the frequency is, the more it's compressing. So you're not just completely cutting out the whole vocal, if that makes sense. I don't know. I'm not good with my words when it comes to these things. I'm good with my ears, but not my words. But yeah, we just got one band active, and we're just compressing that area there.
Gas in the tank, mash with the shank, cash in the bank. Actually wait, put that in the safe, put that in my hand.
Got a CLA 2A, which is good on slow vocals. So if you've got any R&B vocals or anything like that, the CLA 2A is wicked for that. It's very smooth, very creamy, as I like to say. And we're taking up
gas in the tank, mash with the shank, cash in the bank.
taking up like
Actually
5
wait, put that in the
decibels.
safe, put that in my.
But speaking of smooth, we have the Soothe by, I think it's pronounced OK Sound, I think. But yeah, the Soothe is great. It kind of does what it says on the tin. It soothes out. It finds the harsh frequencies in whatever signal, and it smooths it out. Good plugin, I recommend. And then just the DSR.
Gas in the tank, mash with the shank, cash in the bank. Actually wait, put that in the.
This is like my go-to DSR. It's so simple, no faff. I don't know why these DSs these days are so complicated. All I need to do is find the frequency and compress it. I don't need to do anything else. I don't know. But yeah, anyway. So that's the main vocal. You probably heard the little high-pitched thing in the background, which is here.
Shank, cash in the bank.
What I've kind of done is, obviously I've pitched it up a whole octave, but I've also put a micro shift on there. And what that does is makes the high-pitched vocal kind of spreaded left and right, and then we've got the main vocal down the middle. It gives it a nice dynamic rather than it just being stacked on top of each other. The main vocal's got its own space, and then the high-pitched vocals kind of sit in either side.
Gas in the tank, mash with the shank, cash in the bank. Actually wait, put that in the safe.
It's very subtle, but it's effective. And then we got the glitched delay.
Actually.
Now, how I did this is basically I just duplicated, what does he say again? Bank. I duplicated bank, so it goes like this. Basically, and then pitched it. Audio suite, pitch shift, pitch 2, and then just pitched it up. Simple things, simple but effective. Like I said, it's all about, doing these subtle things that people might not even notice, but boy, it makes a huge difference in terms of how the track feels and the ambience you're creating. So
Bang, yeah. Actually, wait, put that.
And then obviously we do a automation on the volume, so it kind of sounds like a delay rather than you're just repeating it. And if you're feeling really adventurous, you might even want to throw some pan in there and make it pan between the headphones.
Bang, yeah. Actually, wait.
Small. And then on there we've got, what have we got in there?
Bang, yeah. Actually, wait, put that in.
That's nothing. We've got kind of the phone preset on Pro Q2, giving it the phone effect, and then just hella distortion with the Slate VMR, and that's it. That's all there is to that vocal, really. I don't think there's anything else I'm forgetting. Then we've got the kind of the faster vocal where he fully is dropping bars.
See, I'm deeper with it because I mean the lyrics. 6 feet deep if you want to be specific.
And it's the same plugins, except instead of the CLA2, we're using a FG116 just because the vocals are a lot more choppier. And we're actually only compressing half, so we're doing parallel compression basically. So we've got the mix on 50, or well 44 to be specific. We're compressing it quite a lot, but only half of it is getting compressed, if that's making sense. We're still getting the dry vocal coming through. And that's how parallel compression works, kids. And that's pretty much it. I think the only thing I'm forgetting is this part here where
to the sun.
kind of to kind of, instead of the high pitch thing just stopping and it going into the second part of the verse, just to kind of conclude it, I done a tape stop on the vocal and on the beat just to kind of round up the bridge and get ready, so people can get ready for the madness that is the second half of his verse.
Couple bags of the sand, I guarantee one of you catching a tan. See, I'm deeper with it because I mean the lyrics. 6 feet deep if you want to be specific. Long time, sort of like I got a season ticket from Heats. Forget it, then go and Nick Venetia with it. My people did it, we were never even.
Yeah, and that's all there is to it. Nothing crazy on this one. I kept it quite simple. It's a very clean sounding vocal. I think, what is this? This is just...
Them verses are staying.
This is another... Yeah. But yeah, man. That's pretty much all there is to this one. I'm going to try and do some more of these if people enjoy it. So leave a comment if you like it. If not, tell me to shut the fuck up and I won't ever do one again. But yeah, thank you all for watching. You man, in a bit. Later.